1:30 ako maglalaba. Sabay may isa pa.
Namely the recognition ceremony, the moving up ceremony, and the commencement exercises, we get to appraise our performance. And alongside appraisal, we come to accomplish the individual performance review and commitment for. Magandang hapon po, SDO Laguna. Magandang hapon, DepEd Laguna. Welcome to the Division Virtual Orientation on DepEd Memorandum number 8, Series 2023, or the multi-year RPMS PPST Guidelines and Review for IPCRF data collection and consolidation. Our activity begins with the singing of the national anthem, followed by a prayer, the Laguna hymn, and the recital of the DepEd Quality Policy.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Let us bow our heads and put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today. May you bestow your guidance and blessings so that we can enjoy and appreciate its significance in our lives. Bless everyone who are present here today, that each one of us may be able to share our knowledge, understanding, and wisdom for your glory and honor. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We all ask of this in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Quality Policy Statement of the Department of Education. The Department of Education is committed to provide learners with quality basic education that is accessible, inclusive, and liberating through proactive leadership, shared governance, evidence-based policies, standards, and program, responsive and relevant curricula, highly competent and committed officials, and teaching and non-teaching personnel, an enabling environment. The department upholds the highest standards of conduct and performance to fulfill stakeholders' needs and expectations by adhering to constitutional mandates, statutory and regulatory requirements, and sustains client satisfaction through continuous improvement of the quality management system.
Sa lahat ng biyayang ipagkaloob na, sa lahat ng grasyang kasalukuyan tinatamasa, at sa lahat ng biyayang nananatili mga sorpresa, maraming salamat po. Kumusta po ang ating mga participants via our Zoom platform? Sige po, tingnan nga natin sa chat box. How are our participants doing at this point in time? Participants are feeling blessed, grateful. Mabuti naman po sa biyaya ni Lord. Matapos ang ating mga sunod-sunod na end of school year rites, tulad ng pinakita natin kanina, ang recognition ceremony, or recognition rites, moving up ceremony, at ang ating graduation ceremony, may nagsabi po rito, IPCRF mode. But we'll still be working on PPAs as well. At syempre, yaman din lamang na kami rito sa HRD ay pangunahing kabahagi nitong orientation natin ngayong hapon. We know for a fact that many schools are conducting their activities on gender and development. So, yung ba natin ay nating participants are on a God mode. Binabati natin ang ating SGOD Chief, Dr. Darwin S. Talampayan. Magandang hapon po, sir.
Magandang hapon po, Sir Kiko. Magandang hapon po sa lahat.
Sir, ang ating Education Program Supervisor in the SGOD, Dr. Nazareth B. Advento. Magandang hapon po, sir. Magandang hapon din sa ating Senior Education Program Specialist for the Human Resource Development Section, Sir Bolin S. Castro. Sa ating division, IT Officer, Ma'am Avelyn J. Advento. Magandang hapon po, Ma'am.
Good afternoon po sa lahat.
Sa ating top management, Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edita M. Atendido. Sa ating mga ASPSS, Dr. Arlene S. Pitasana, Dr. Elvira B. Katangay. Sa ating CID Chief, Dr. Orlando T. Valverde at AO5, mga Angela and Danina. Magandang hapon po. Sa mga participants natin, we are requesting all our participants to please turn on your computer or laptop cam or cell phone camera para magkakitaan tayo mata sa mata pa rin dito sa ating virtual platform. Magandang hapon po sa mga public schools district supervisors. From the 24 sub-offices. Magandang hapon po sa mga school heads. May pa Korean finger heart na bati ang ating mga school heads. Magandang hapon po sa ating mga master teachers or teacher 3 if applicable. At magandang hapon sa mga school ICT coordinator. Sa time check tayo, it's 1:33 p.m. Lahat tayo dito sa, ang bilang po natin sa ating Zoom platform ay 972. It is with eager anticipation and great expectation that a meaningful learning shall take place this afternoon in the virtual space. Again, welcome to the Division Virtual Orientation on DepEd Memorandum number 8, Series 2023, or the multi-year RPMS PPST Guidelines and Review for Data Collection and Consolidation. The statement of purpose in today's engagement shall be delivered by a man of consistency. Pakinggan.
Sir Kiko, good afternoon to each and everyone, especially to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edith Atendido, our ASDSS, Doc. LV Katangay and Doc. Arlene De Casata, our CID Chief, Dr. Orlando Valverde, our AO, Mama Angel
In some places, heavy rains are, some of our participants are experiencing heavy rains at this point in time. Ayan. Sabi, kapag paliwatig natin sa ganitong mga sitwasyon, kapag lumulunga ang kalangitan, nagdiriwang ang parang. Diriwang kasi ang mga halaman, kaya masaya sila sa pag-ulan. Nawa ang ulan ay hindi maging hadlang para tayo ay maayos na makadalo sa ating orientation ngayong hapon, sapagkat ang napaka-crucial ng papel na gagampanan ng ating mga PSDSS, school heads, emphasis and ICT core sa collection and consolidation of data para sa ating IPCRF. Our first facilitator this afternoon is a man whom we can always rely and depend on. My dear colleagues, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our Senior Education Program Specialist in the Human Resource Development Section. Palakpakan natin, batiin ang po ng Sir Paulino S. Castro.
Hello po, good afternoon. Kumusta ang bawat isa sa atin? Pwede po bang pahingin ang inyong heart dyan sa inyong screen? Thank you very much po sa inyong responses. Sa ibang lugar, mainit. Subalit sa maraming lugar din po dito sa Laguna ay maaaring umulan. Ganun pa man, hindi po nahadlangan ng sitwasyon ang ating pong mga deliverables para malaman ng field ano po ba ang update para sa ating consolidation and uploading of our EIPCRF with our system. Magandang hapon po sa ating School Division Superintendent, Ma'am Erika Tepito, sa ating po ASPSS, Ma'am Dave and Ma'am LP, sa ating po very competent chiefs, CIDs or OIP, and of course, headed of course of our school governance and operations division, Sir Darwin, our EPS, SGO, Sir Nazareth Advento, our AO5, Ma'am Eden, hello po, magandang hapon po sa inyo. At sa lahat po ng participants natin ngayong hapon, ay ingat po tayo saan man po tayo nandoon lugar. Allow me to share my slides. For this session. Sir Kiko, okay ba ang screen?
Opo, sir, kita po natin sila. And, my dear participants, inaanyayahan tayo ay magbukas ang kanilang computer, laptop, or cellphone camera as we listen to the discussion and presentation of our first facilitator, Sir Paul. Thank you.
Salamat Sir Kiko sa reminder natin. Ito po'y kahilingan natin sa ating participants na kung meron tayong mahalaga ding ginagawa sa kasalukuyan, maaari po munang paki-stop para isa lang po muna ang ating focus sa hapon ito. Our sessions for this afternoon are guided with the following objectives as stated a while ago by our SGO chief, Sir Darwin. So the first one is, this is just part of our reorientation on the previous issuances on RPMS and PPST. Also, you will be provided with the step-by-step procedures relative to the IPCRF data collections and consolidation system. So welcome everyone to our first session. This is part of the orientation on the multi-year RPMS PPST for teachers, Anchor to Division DepEd Memorandum number 8, Series of 2023, and the development of the EIPCRF in online consolidation. For us to be guided on what is this all about relative to this orientation, let us be guided on the following information. We are all familiar that RPMS PPST was started in 2018, and up to the present, we are utilizing this RPMS PPST because PPST aligned with the tools in RPMS. So it was started in 2018. The tools, the development of the RPMS manual and other supplemental materials, which are some of the important features of RPMS PPST. On the first cycle of the RPMS PPST, it was first started with 12 indicators of the PPST. And then, that happened in year 1, in school year 2018-2019, also in school year 2019-2020. In cycle 2, under multi-year RPMS PPST, that was from school year 2022 to 2023, and count this next school year from 2023 to 2024 and 2024 to 2025 also. If you may notice that even during the pandemic, we also have RPMS PPST aligned indicators that was utilized during those conditions. So for DepEd Memorandum number 8, series of 2023, that has something to do with the multi-year RPMS PPST. We are very familiar that PPST covers the 37 indicators, which are utilizing in our field by our teachers as part of the performance management. Indicators can be observable, or there are indicators cannot be observed during the class observations. The PPST indicators are distributed across 3 school years, as I have mentioned a while ago. On this part of my slide deck, we can see the distributions and the indicators for proficient teachers. That is across the 3-year school years of PPST indicators for proficient teachers. For year 1, for year 2, and for year 3. The second one are indicators for highly proficient teachers, including indicators for year 1, year 2, and year 3. That includes the classroom observation indicators and the non-classroom observation indicators for years 1, 2, and 3. We have different tools that can be utilized for proficient teachers and highly proficient teachers. We can simply distinguish the tools for proficient teachers and master teachers or highly proficient teachers. Another terminology that we can use for the 2 groups can be career stage 2 and career stage 3. The colors of the tools signifies the intention to what level or career stage is to be utilized. Kita natin po dito sa ating presentation na there are RPMS tool for teachers or proficient teachers, the green one, and then RPMS tool for highly proficient teachers, which is the blue one. That includes the classroom observation tool for proficient teachers and classroom observation tools for highly proficient teachers. We also have the guidelines for the classroom observations. We are familiar that for school year 2022-2023, only 2 classroom observations are required. Specifically, the 2 classroom observations was conducted during the 3rd and the 4th quarters of this school year. For school year 2023-2024 and school year 2024 to 2025, there are 4 classroom observations required for the intended years, which shall be conducted once every quarter. This is the schedule and the distributions of class observation indicators across quarters for proficient teachers for school year 2022 to 2023, school year 2023 to 2024, and school year 2024 to 2025. We need to be guided on this distribution and schedule. On the other hand, this part of the presentation is intended for highly proficient teachers. This also includes the schedule and distributions of classroom observations indicators for the 3 school years, 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, and 2024 to 2025. In here, there are additional classroom observations may be conducted for the purposes of technical assistance to teachers to improve their teaching practice. Let's say, for example, using a star observations, which means intention is for the provision of technical assistance. So, star observation is not rated. The main purpose is for the provision of technical assistance and to address the gaps of teachers on a certain indicator. Classroom observations conducted for technical assistance will not be a factor in the determinations of a ratee's performance or rating, meaning that cannot be rated. The purpose or objective of the observation shall be clearly stated prior to any scheduled classroom observations. There are scenarios or, for example, untoward incidents, unforeseen circumstances, and fortuitous events that are outside the control of the school. Let's say we have natural calamities or man-made calamities or disasters, lockdowns, and others that are related to unforeseen circumstances. The concerned school may be allowed to deviate from the prescribed timeline of conducting classroom observations. Let's say, for example, in the case of school year 2022-2023, dapat 4 na classroom observations. However, it was not possible. So instead of 4 classroom observations, we only have 2 classroom observations that was done in the 3rd and the 4th quarters. How about for school years 2023 to 2024? If there are unforeseen circumstances, adjustment shall be allowed or may be allowed depending on the situations. Of course, it shall be subject for the approval of our school division superintendent, provided there are applicable classrooms observations modes that can be explored in the course of this situation. One of the common issues in the IPCRF is the identification of the approving authority. In this table, I will be showing you here the ratee, the rater, and the approving authority. For instance, we have the head teacher or master teacher as the ratee. The rater or the observer is our principal or the school head. For the approving authority, our superintendent for small and medium divisions. In our case, Schools Division Office of Laguna Province, we are categorically under large and very large divisions. Therefore, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent will be your approving authority. If the ratee is a teacher, for schools with no master teachers, head teachers, and or assistant principal, the rater will be the principal and or the school head. The approving authority is our assistant schools division superintendent. If the ratee or rater is a teacher, rater or observer is our master teacher or head teacher or the assistant principal. For the approving authority, we have the principal or our school head. I hope that in our field, no more confusion as to whom will be observing for the proficient teachers. Even in our previous engagement or online engagement of Usapang Standards at Galawang Standard, clearly it was stated to avoid confusion and conflict between and among master teachers and head teachers, there has to be a specific numbers or mentees for head teachers and master teachers. Meaning, kung sino lang po yung naka-assign sa inyo, yun lang po ang i-observe ninyo, kayo po ang tinatawag natin na rater. Next, for alternative learning system implementers, for school-based, we have rater or observer will be our master teacher or head teacher or assistant principal, depending on observer. Kung ang nag-observe na po ay master teacher, so be it. It's the master teacher of the school when the ALS implementer is in the school or a school-based ALS system or ALS implementation. Then, for the approving authority, we have our principal and for school head or our principal or yung tinatawag natin na school head. Next, for ALS implementers situated in a community learning centers, that is our rater or observer will be our education program specialist for ALS or in charge for ALS. That's clear. Education program specialist for ALS or in charge for ALS. If there is an agreement as per instruction of your chief, CID chief, then so be it. Therefore, our approving authority will be the chief of the curriculum implementation division. Okay. You might be asking, ano kaya kung assistant superintendent ang aming approving authority? Ano ba ang kanilang buong pangalan? Ano ba ang kanilang PRC number? At ano rin ang kanilang email address? For the purpose of including it as your approving authority, doon lang po siya pwedeng gamitin. So you may take picture of this portion so that you are guided. Yan, binibigyan po namin kayo ng pagkakataon na pwedeng ma-screenshot. For those of you that our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent will be your approving authority. There are frequently asked questions and scenarios. For example, Teacher 3 or proficient teachers got promoted to Master Teacher 1 or highly proficient in the third quarter of the year. Which IPCRF shall be used? This is a common example or common scenario. For the answer, the teacher must use the RPMS highly proficient tool. The RPMS tool to be used for performance evaluation is based on his or her recent position. Scenario number 2. Teacher 1, also known as proficient teacher or career stage 2 teachers, was in maternity leave from February to May 2023, and so has only one classroom observation conducted in the fourth quarter. Can she still request for another classroom observation in the same quarter to fulfill the required 2 classroom observations? Here is the answer. For DM number 8, series of 2023, item number 22. In case of an unforeseen circumstances and fortuitous events that are outside the control of the school, concerned schools may be allowed to deviate from the prescribed timeline of conducting classroom observations, provided that the request in relation thereto shall be subject for the approval of the school's division superintendent, provided further that all applicable classroom observation modes are exhausted prior to submitting the request. Another, do we have a separate IPCRF or department heads or head teachers leading a department? So here is the answer. Head teacher with teaching load, individual performance commitment and review form IPCRF, capturing the expected administrative tasks and objectives in highly proficient tools for master teachers 1 through 4. Head teacher without teaching load or assistant principal, IPCRF anchored on OPCRF of the school head. School head, designated teacher in charge. You need to consider the office performance commitment in review form. Ang reference book natin yan ay sa ating RPMS manual in 2019. So far, do you have any question po ba? Kung may question po, pwede naman po natin siguro ilagay sa ating chat box. And then a little later, we'll be entertaining your questions through our MC. At babasahin niyo po yan later. Now, we will be moving on the development of IPCRF data collection or EIPCRF and online consolidation system. On this part, Ma'am Adeline will be presenting to us and will be facilitating the session for this portion. So Ma'am Adeline, may I now turn you over the floor or the screen for your session.
Yes po, Sir Paul. Thank you po. Good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Thank you, Sir Paul. Okay po, magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat, sa lahat po ng ating mga participants, sa mga school heads, master teachers, PSTS, and sa ating pong mga ICT coordinators. Okay po, allow me to share my screen. Okay na po ba, Sir? Sir Kiko? May nakikita na po sa ating screen, mga ma'am and sir.
Yes po, Ma'am Abby.
Okay, thank you po. Okay po, our walkthrough of the electronic IPCRF collection or the eIPCRF tool. So, ang una pong portion dito is the encoding. It was developed po by Mr. Kevin Milo, the IT of the Island Garden of Samal Division. Ipapakita po natin, yun pong ginawa na video presentation ni Sir Milo. So dito po, nakalagay na po dito yung step by step kung ano po yung gagawin sa encoding. And then after po namin maipakita ito, magkakaroon po tayo ng question or question and answer portion po para po maitry po natin itong ating gagawing eIPCRF tool encoding. So be sure po, again po, nag-remind na po ako sa ating mga school ICT coordinators and the district ICT coordinators na ihanda po or dapat po ay na-access po yung atin pong DepEd email ng school. Ang ating pong official DepEd email is the school ID at deped.gov.ph. So ito po yung video na nakapaloob po ang ating encoding po sa eIPCRF.
Welcome to this step-by-step tutorial for the updated electronic IPCRF tool version 4.2. Please be advised that we have uploaded a new version of the tool as of this morning. Make sure to download that new version, which includes fixes to known issues and improvements for a smoother user experience. However, if you've already started using the older version 4.2, don't worry, as the online submission system will still accept it if you somehow manage to complete all parts without any errors. Let's begin. Before we dive into the tutorial, ensure you have the latest version, which is 4.2 of the electronic IPCRF tool, downloaded from the Google Drive link. This new version will provide a more reliable and seamless experience while crafting your individual performance commitment and review form. Once you have version 4.2 downloaded, open the macro-enabled Excel workbook file with Microsoft Office 2010, 2013, 2016, 2019, 2021, or Office 365 for desktops, or Office 365 and 2016 for Mac. Remember, this tool is not compatible with mobile devices like iOS and Android phones or tablets. Before we proceed, remember to enable content or macros within the workbook. Macros are essential for the tool to function correctly. Just click Enable Macros or Enable Content. Now that you've opened the tool, you'll be directed to the Info worksheet. Select your career stage, either Proficient or Highly Proficient. This will update the table below with a corresponding list of objectives and scoring rates. Should you encounter any error at this point, you may click on the Fix button below the table, and the tool will attempt to fix itself. After selecting your career stage, you may click on the Proceed button. On the next page, you will be shown the privacy notice. Click the Agree button if you agree. And on the next page, You will need to input your demographic profile, such as your school information, your personal information, and your teaching experience. Let's begin with your school information. Note that most of these fields have drop-down options, like region. We highly advise that you select from the given drop-down options instead of manually typing your input. Next, input your division, the district or municipality, school ID, school name, school type, the school size, and the curricular classification. Let's say grade 7 to grade 12. On the next section will be your personal information. You will need your name, your employee ID, your position, employment status, age, and sex. On the next section will be your teaching experience. Your highest degree obtained, the level taught, and your DepEd email address. And below that, you need to tick all the boxes that apply for grade levels taught, areas of specialization, and subjects taught. Again, if you encounter any errors at this point, you may again click on the Fix button just below so the tool can attempt to fix itself. If you have completed the input, you may click Next. Note that after this, you will not be able to edit your name or your employee ID. So confirm that you have the correct input. Click Yes to confirm. This will ask for your release password, so you must nominate a password for yourself. Let's say this. Then click Go. Alright, we wait for the tool to process. Alright, if you are shown the status sheet, then the tool is ready for the next step. On the status sheet, you will see your school's information and the ratee's information, as well as the status of completion. If you need to edit your profile, simply click Edit Profile and input the ratee's password. You will then be redirected to the demographic profile page. If you would like to proceed to the next part, you may do so by opening the encoding part 1. For this part, the rater must input his or her information, such as the name, the position, ID number, DepEd email, and the date of review. To begin encoding ratings, the rater must first select a subject in COT1. So this corresponds to the subject that was observed during the class observation. After selecting a subject, the ratings column will now be enabled and you may start inputting your ratings. And then at the bottom, provide the date observed, and then input the subject for COT2. if for whatever reason there was no classroom observation or there was no second classroom observation, you may select no classroom observation and the tool will automatically give a score of 1. Now on the next columns, you need to input the quality, efficiency, and timely ratings. And let's complete this. Then at the bottom, you need to provide the name of the approving authority. The position, ID number, and the email address. Once all details are inputted, you may click Finalize Part 1. This will ask for the rater's password. So this is another set of password nominated by the rater. So the ratee or anyone else can't accidentally or intentionally change the values. So click Go, and then you will see at the status sheet that Part 1 and Part 3 are now checked. This means that they are finalized. If you look to the Encoding Part 1 page, the background has now turned red, indicating that it is locked. Now the rater may unlock or unfinalize this if should any need arises by clicking the Unfinalize Part 1 button. Otherwise, the ratee may proceed to Encoding Part 2. On this page, the ratee need only click or tick on the boxes. So these indicators, or these boxes, correspond to the indicators that the ratee thinks he or she has demonstrated during the rating cycle. Alright. Then click Finalize Part 2. This will ask for the ratee's password. And again, when it's finalized and locked, it will show here as a check in the status sheet. Now we only have Part 4 remaining. If you navigate to Part 4, you will see the template for the development plans. Here, the strengths and the development needs have already been sorted or prioritized based on the scores that was derived from Part 2 and Part 1. Now, the ratee must complete the action plan, these 4 columns, to complete this form. So only the first three development needs are required. The rest are optional. So we'll put in any information here just to save time. As well as here at the core behavioral competencies. Alright. Now that's done, click Finalize Part 4 and then input the ratee's password. Oops. Alright, the background has turned red, that means it's locked. Alright. Now that you've finished inputting or encoding your data, you may now print the different parts of your IPCRF. Now note that only parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, or only these sheets should be printed. No need to print encoding part 1 or encoding part 2. Parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the only sheets that were formatted for printing. So if you look at this sheet, you will see that your input have already been formatted into the correct template. So when you print it, you'll see that it's formatted for printing on an A4 paper. You may also change the paper size if you wish. You may also adjust the row heights if you want, and you may even adjust the page breaks. But there's no need for that right now. Let's look at part 2. Part 3, part 4. If you look at the print preview, it looks like that. So everything seems to be in order. And lastly, you must check the status. All parts must be or must have the check symbol. Only then can the submission and consolidation system accept your file. If you wish to hide your forms, you may do so by clicking Show or Hide All Forms. Select your user type, and then input your password. So either the ratee or the rater can show or hide the forms. Now that I've hidden all the forms, only the status sheet is visible. If you want to show them, just click the button again, select the user type, let's say rater, and then input the password. And the parts are now shown again. Just a few tips and tricks for using the tool. So if at any point you encounter any error, any suspicious error, like a macro error, for example, you may go to the status sheet, scroll down just a little bit, and then again, you will see the Fix button. Just click that, and the tool will attempt to fix any error. For printing, say for part 1, I mentioned that you may adjust the row heights. Sometimes when dragging the row headers, you might drag it in a way that shows some of the hidden rows like this. These rows are supposed to be hidden, they're blank. But now that I've dragged the row, it seems to be showing these extra rows, right? So to fix that, you may try to, I know you cannot hide it from here manually. So to fix that, find the button that says Reset Rows. It's at the top, at the side of the name of the rater. There's a button that says Reset Rows. Just click that, and those extra rows should now be hidden again. Right. In part 4 as well, if you need to hide these extra rows, you can. But first, you need to unfinalize or unlock this part. So you can click Unfinalize Part 4, input your ratee's password, click Go. Now it's unfinalized. To hide these rows, you need to select these empty cells here, and then you can right-click on the row header and select hide. Right. So now you only see the top 3 strengths and development needs. You can do so also for the core behavioral competencies. Just highlight the empty cells, then right-click on the row header and click hide. Now, if you want to show those rows again, in case you made a mistake, you can click the Reset Rows button at the top. And they're shown again. So congratulations to us. We have now successfully completed all the parts in the electronic IPCRF tool version 4.2. Now the tool is ready for submission and consolidation. But before submitting, double check that all sheets, including part 1, 2, 3, and 4, are finalized. You can see it here. And now we've verified that all parts are checked. Once everything is in order, proceed with the submission process. Submit your finalized IPCRF form to the appropriate authority for consolidation and further processing. Thank you for watching, and we hope this tutorial has been helpful. Have a fantastic day!
Okay po, so yan po yung ating video tutorial ng pag-i-encode po ng IPCRF. May question po sa ating mga ICT coordinators kasi kayo po ang mag-a-assist po sa ating school head sa pag-upload po nito sa system. Ano po? And then sa pag-i-encode, kayo na rin po ang mag-a-assist sa ating mga kasamahan. Any question po? Sir Kiko.
Yes, Ma'am Abby. Muli, kanina po ay may nagbato ng sa our chat box tungkol sa DepEd email ng paaralan. Kanina po maaaring humingi ng tulong sapagkat hindi ma-access ang email ng paaralan, DepEd email ng paaralan.
Okay po. Saang school po kaya ito? District ICT coordinators, nag-announce po tayo na be sure po na na-access po ito. So doon po sa mga school na hindi po nakaka-access ng DepEd email account, meron po tayong procedure nito. Ano po? Ito po ay matagal na nating procedure mga ICT coordinators. May form po tayo na pinipil-upan para po mag-request ng reset password. Same po yan sa pagre-request po ng ating mga teachers na pinapadala nyo sa amin. So, fill up lang po kayo ng form and then i-email po sa itservices.depedlaguna.com.ph. Ano po? itservices.depedlaguna@deped.com.ph. So, doon po isi-send. Yun po yung ating procedure. Doon po sa mga hindi nakaka-access ng ating pong school DepEd email. Ano po?
Thank you po, Ma'am Abby. Kanina po may tanong tayo dito from Kabindi tungkol po sa employee number ni Dalatay. Pakinggan po natin ang ating SEPs and HRD, Sir Paul.
Opo. Mga kasama, ganito po, ibigay ko po sa inyong PSTS, yung pong employee number ng ating Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. Sa kanila ko na lang po ibigay. Hindi ko na lang po siya i-post dito sa school. Sa GC na lang po. Salamat.
Makakasama po natin sa bahagi ito ng ating orientation, ng ating PPST duty, si Dr. Nazareth P. Advento. Bibigyan na po kaya natin, Sir Paul, itong tanong, marami sa mga tanong ay magkakatulad, magkakahubig tungkol sa ano ang gagamitin sapagkat na-promote si teacher during the last quarter bilang MP. Paano po kaya?
kung na-promote po siya ng last quarter, mas makakabuti po sana kung last quarter siya na-observe, nagpadalawang observation po sana siya doon. Kasi yun yung mga, unforeseen naman talaga siya. Hindi naman po kasi pwede na isang observation na. Since yun naman po yung kanyang last promotion, dapat po nakadalawang observation siya.
Sir Kiko, may
Yes po,
continuation pa po ito. Yung sa consolidation naman, ano po? So wala na po yatang question for the encoding. Diretso po tayo sa consolidation.
Thank you, ma'am. Please proceed. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you po. So ito po yung ating link for the official EIPCRF tool. Nandyan po yung ating link, and then you can scan po. May QR code naman po na naan dyan, or pwede nyo po siyang i-scan para po direct kayong pupunta doon po sa ating link. And then yung video po na ipinresent namin kanina is ibibigay din po namin sa inyo. May link din po yan na ilalagay kami sa ating chat box mamaya para po lahat ng materials na ginamit po namin dito ni Sir Kiko, ni Sir Paul, ay ibibigay po namin sa inyo para meron po kayong guide. Ano po? So with the consolidation po, ito naman po ay video presentation ni Sir Jekyll Kadungang, ITO ng Zamboanga Sibugay Division. So dito po nyo i-upload yung atin pong na-encode na IPCRF kanina. Ano po? So panoorin po natin ito pong ating video presentation.
Session, we will be discussing user levels, the requirements you need to meet before the uploading of EIPCRF. We will take a comprehensive tour of the system, providing you the step-by-step demonstration, and you will learn how to access the system, navigate its features, and successfully complete the uploading of the EIPCRF. So let's get started. To successfully upload the EIPCRF, you need to fulfill the following requirements. First is DepEd School email account. You should have a valid and active DepEd School email account. This email account is used to access the system and upload the EIPCRF. So if you don't have the school DepEd email account active, you may need to contact your division ITO for password reset or creation. Second, finalized EIPCRF in one folder. Ensure that you have the finalized EIPCRF document ready for upload. This folder should be easily accessible in your computer or device. The third one is the system link. You will need the specific web address to access the EIPCRF system, and also make sure that you have the correct URL, which is eipcrf.deped.gov.ph. So by having these requirements ready, including your school account, the finalized EIPCRF, the system link, and you will be prepared to upload the EIPCRF and proceed to the necessary steps within the system. At the school level, the finalized EIPCRF will be uploaded. So this responsibility lies on the school principal in collaboration with the school ICT coordinator to ensure that the uploading process is successful. Similarly, at the division level, there is a monitoring and consolidation of uploaded EIPCRF, but within a specific division. So if you are in one division, you can only see all the uploaded EIPCRF within your division. So the responsible person here or office is the HRD. And hand in hand with HRD is the division IT officer to provide technical assistance on the resetting of your password, the school email password. Moving to regional office, their role is to monitor and consolidate the uploaded EIPCRF within the region. The responsible for this is the Human Resource Development Division, and also ensuring they're going to ensure that the accuracy and the compliance of the uploading of EIPCRF. So lastly, Central Office will oversee the overall uploading and consolidation process. So the responsible for this is the BHROD. So they are the one who take charge this responsibility. So this time, let us now try to access the system by following the step-by-step process. Okay. So as what I have said earlier, you must have the link. The link is eipcrf.deped.gov.ph and hit enter. So you'll be prompted with this interface. So you need to log in your school Gmail account. So for this demonstration, I'll be using one of this account as school level, right? So sign in your school account, then you have this dashboard. The dashboard displays the privacy notice, and also you need to agree on the privacy notice here. And on the left side, you have the dashboard menu, and the summary table or the summary of the uploaded EIPCRF will be available after the uploading process or uploading schedule. So in order to pave way the uploading process only. Now, at the center part, you have the table here is the list of the uploaded EIPCRF of your teacher within your school. And here we have the buttons to hide the columns, that's for printing the summary, and print the summary. Because if you're going to print the summary, you are going to hide the status and action column here. And also here at the right side, you have at the upper right, you have your account, and you can immediately log out if you're done. And here also is you're going to browse individually the file saved in your folder. So those files of your teachers within your school. So basically, you cannot upload the EIPCRF of other school. Okay. So we have the three conditions to meet: the version, the school ID, and also the file should be finalized. Right? So we are now ready. If the files are finalized, then you are now ready to upload. Okay? So we'll try to upload a version error. So what will happen? To encounter this error, the system can detect that you have the version error. And also, if you're going to have a not finalized file, so basically the system can detect that part 4 basically is not yet finalized. And also, you can have a good one. Okay. So this is now how to browse individually. So wala po tayong batch uploading. Alright, you have successfully uploaded the IPCRF data, and click done if you're done. Click done, and automatically it will now display here the list of teachers uploaded, and the count here also of the uploaded EIPCRF, and the general overall rating or the overall general rating would be displayed here automatically after uploading. So what if you're going to upload again or re-upload the file, what will happen to the system, or is there any validation? We will try to re-upload the file. Okay. So the system can detect that you have or identify that there is a duplicate teacher ID because you are re-upload the file. So if that is the same file, then you need to overwrite. Then if the name here displayed and is not the same name of the owner of your file, so you must check the teacher ID. Take note, teacher ID of that file, because probably they have the same teacher ID. So if the name here displayed and the name here in the list is the same, then that is the same file, you can overwrite. But if that is a different name, then you need to double check their teacher ID, right? So that is clear. So if this is the same, then you can overwrite something like you have some changes of the rating or you have some changes of the demographics, then you can overwrite automatically, and the system will overwrite the uploaded data earlier. So just overwrite now. So yeah, overwrite. Okay, that's it. And you need to repeat the process until such time you uploaded all of the EIPCRF of teachers within your school. Now, after uploading, what you're going to do is to print the summary. So basically, again, we have here, before printing, we have here is the status. If that is a colored green, meaning that is all the data had been gathered and saved into our database system. If nagiging red yan siya, meaning you need to re-upload. Yan. If nagiging red, itong status ng file or ng status ng teacher or walang status display na green, meaning you need to re-upload the file of that teacher because there is some discrepancy or there is some error of that file. Okay? And that is how the checking works. Now, if you're done uploading all the EIPCRF of your teacher, then that's the time you're going to print the summary. So, before printing the summary, you need to hide the column status and action. Right? And if you're done printing, okay, you can also restore. We have the restore visibility. Okay, right? So, mayroon tayong features na ganyan. And you have now here and print summary. So, automatically you have here alright, so you have here uploaded IPCRF and dynamic po itong sa taas. You have a dynamic depende po sa user level, user account. And you have here the list of IPCRF uploaded. And you can automatically save it into PDF or you can print into different printers you have available in your PC. Right? So this time I will cancel that one. And that's it. You have successfully uploaded and print the summary of your uploaded EIPCRF in your school level. So,
Hello, Sir Kiko. Nawala po ata ako. MJ.
Dinig po namin kayo.
Wait lang, sir. Nagkausap lang. Wait lang. Hello po. Yes po. So, yan po yung ating video presentation. Ito po ay ibibigay din namin sa inyo para meron po kayong babalikan. Ano po sa pag-upload. Again po, ang mag-upload nito ay ang school head and then katulong po ang ating mga school ICT coordinators. So, sa lahat po ng hindi pa nakaka-access ng kanilang DepEd email, mag-aantay po kami ngayon ng mga request nyo. Then, i-reset po namin siya. Ano po, mga ma'am and sir? Mag-send na lang po kayo sa amin pong DepEd email, itservices.depedlaguna@deped.gov.ph. May form po tayo diyan para po sa pagre-reset ng ating official school DepEd email. Again po, ang gagamitin po is schoolid@deped.gov.ph. Yan po ang ating official school ID. Ano po? So, dito po sa ating system for the consolidation, yan po yung ating link. Yan po yung ipinakita sa video kanina. So, yan po yung tatandaan natin na URL para maka-access po tayo. Ngayon po ay naka-open po ang system kasi may schedule po tayo for the uploading ng file. Ayan po yung ating schedule. So, naka-open po siya for the Region 4A, July 19 and July 26. So, yan lang po ang magiging schedule ng Region 4A. After po niya, naka-open na po siya from August 3 to 14. So, lahat na po ng region ay makaka-access dito. Ginawa po siyang by schedule lahat ng mga region para po maiwasan yung trafficking sa system. Ano po? So, ngayon po, pwede tayo mag-try kung may mga nakatapos na po ng encoding ng kanilang mga EIPCRF. Pwede po natin i-try ngayon ang atin pong pag-upload dito po sa system. And then, in case po na meron po sa inyo na hindi maka-access using the DepEd email ad, i-inform lang po kami. And then, para po maibato din namin ito sa central office para po ma-register kayo. Kasi automatic po ang registration na ginagawa dito. Kung ano po yung inyong DepEd email address, yan po ang inire-register ng ating central office. Kaya lang po may mga instances na may mga school po na hindi po maka-access. So kung hindi maka-access, again po ay pa-inform po kami or magbibigay po ako ng link for the district ICT coordinators. Doon nyo po ilalagay lahat po ng mga school na hindi po nakaka-access. Ano po, para po madali po nating ma-monitor kung sino po yung ating ire-report sa central office. So ito po yung ating official DepEd email. Baka na naman po magkaroon ng kalituhan, mga ma'am and sir, mga ICT coordinators. May nakikita po akong gumagamit pag nagpapasubmit po ako ng report, may gumagamit po ng school ID at school name. Hindi po yun ang ating official na DepEd email. Ano po? Ito po ang ating official. School ID at deped.gov.ph. Huwag pong malito ha, iba po yung ginamit natin before sa ating National Learning Camp Assessment. Yun po ay Office 365. Ano po? Ngayon po, this time po ay yung ating pong Gmail. Okay po, so ito po ang ating gagamitin sa pag-access po doon po sa uploading po ng for consolidation ng ating IPCRF. So ayan po, may question pa po kaya regarding po dito sa ating consolidation?
Thank you very much, Ms. And we would like to acknowledge the Bureau of Human Resource and Organization Development for sharing with us the materials that were used and presented in our orientation instructor. Meron po tayong tanong dito sa consolidation ay ating po parating through our chat box. Meanwhile, balikan po natin ang mga tanong na ipinarating sa atin dito sa ating chat box a few minutes ago. If si teacher po ay isang CO lang ang nagawa this school year dahil po sa activities and other matters, ano po kaya ang pwedeng gawin? Makakasama po rin natin sa ating portion na ito ng ating orientation ang ating Education Program Supervisor in the SGOD, Dr. Nazareth P. Advento, at ang ating FC in the HRD, Sir Paul Castro.
Good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Doon po sa tanong na ano ang gagawin kasi isa lang ang ating observation. Ang tanong po doon, ano po kasi ang requirement? Din po ba ay dalawang COs? Din po kasi ang nakalagay doon sa ating multi-year na issuance ng DepEd Order, DepEd Memorandum number 8 series of 2023. Yun pong sitwasyon na isa lang po dahil marami pong ginagawa ay hindi ko po yun kayang sagutin mga kasama. Kasi ang requirement po ay dalawa. Mayroong mga untoward incidents or may mga situation na hindi talaga natin inaasahan at ibinigay naman po sa Section 22 noon pong memorandum na ating pong ipinresent. Sabi nga po, halimbawa doon ay manganganak po. At yung manganganak pala ng 4th quarter, halimbawa, ay kung nakita na natin na ganun ang magiging kalagayan ng teacher, hindi nga po pwede na isang observation lang. Kaya, ang sabi po doon, kung ma-approve naman po ang request, nag-request po tayo through our STS at in-approve na pwede po siyang mag-observe ng 2 beses just to cover yung 2 observations. Eh, yun po ang susundin po natin. In the case po na isang observation lang, mukhang may problem po tayo doon. Kasi ang ini-expect po talaga ay 2.
Kaugnay po nitong 2 class observations for school year 2022-2023, tungkol naman po sa promotion, na-promote ng teacher during the 4th quarter. Ano po ang pwede natin magawang paraan? O ano po ang dapat natin nagawa?
Again, kung yun po yung kanya current posisyon, hindi naman po kasi pwede na balikan pa halimbawa yung 3rd quarter para ma-observe siya doon. So, Pwede nga po natin gawin doon ay ma-observe ng 2 beses doon sa last quarter if in the case ay last quarter na lang po ang natitira. Sa case na yon, dapat po ay nag-request po tayo, nag-intend to be approved by the SDS.
Sinasagot po ang mga magkakaugnay na tanong dito sa ating chat box. Number po is MP or HD. Hard copy po ng IPCRF, lilinawin po muli. Dito po ay, Sir Paul. Anong size ng papel?
Sa legal size po tayo, long on paper po. Long on paper.
Yan. Kung naman sa rater, grade wala pong master teacher ang paaralan.
Wala pong master teacher ang paaralan na maaaring maging observer or rater, meron naman po siguro tayo doon na head teacher ba o principal, and then ang ating approving, syempre, kung ito ay teacher, kung walang master teacher, meron po tayo na head teacher. Tama po ba? Ganoon po ba ang nakalagay? Wala pong master teacher, pero may head teacher. So, head teacher po ang magiging rater. Ang approving po niya ay principal kung siya po ay proficient teacher.
Mahalaga po yung ating mga signatories na ito dahil hindi lamang naman ito ginagamit natin so at the end of school year, lalo na po sa mga lumalong sa iba't iba nating program, specifically the reverse recognition program, kaya ito papapromote in the coming months, in the coming years, mahalaga ito nasa huling pahina ay properly filled out. Tama po yung signatories at saka po may firma. Sa pag-access sa debit email na banggit kanina na naipaliwanag ng po ni Ma'am Amelie at Bento magkakapuli ng access. Pakisend ulit ng details for approving authority ng MPT. Ito po ay sasend ni Sir Paul sa mga public schools district supervisors. So details po employee PRCID number.
Sir Kiko, may nag-PM nating kasamahan. Ano po? Ma'am, yun pong nag-PM sa akin ng personal. Pa-course through na lamang po siguro sa ating PSBS para po i-consult na lang po natin ito kay AO. Ayoko pong sagutin dito sa atin. Thank you very much po.
Kung tanong natin ay hindi masasagot ni Ma'am Ave, hindi po ma-finalize ang part 4. Ang nalabas po ay time mismatch.
Pa-click po every time po na magkakaroon ng error, pa-click po yung fix button sa baba. Fix lang po. Fix. Tuwing may error po, nalalabas yan po ang ating i-click. Ano po?
Pag-click po ito, Ma'am Ave, okay lang po ba lang ilagay sa ID na kakapitan ay 000 number sign? Kasi po, pag pinilagay po sa unahan ng tatlong 0, ay hindi po siya nag-link. Po makabe at sa PayPal. Then po sa ating tatlong 0.
Sir Kiko, ano po?
Ay yes po, makabe. Yun po, okay na po ba may nilagay sa ID ng aming head ay 000. Tapos may 4 na numbers na hashtag. Yung ganun sa symbol, pound sign. Kasi po, pag ang nilagay po sa unahan, yung tatlong 0, ay hindi mo siya nag-input.
Okay. Hindi po tinatagip yung 0. Di start po tayo doon sa doon po sa 4 na huli. Excluded po yung 4 na 0.
Yan. Pagdilinaw lang po, thank you very much po for this observation na may naglilinaw po dito. Ano po ba talaga A4 or long? Please confirm. I stand corrected. Please follow what the instructions given in our video presentation. Thank you. It's A4.
Salamat po sir, possibly natin yung tungkol sa size ng papel. EDD ay nag-automatic capital letters EDD, okay lang din ba? Kung nag-automatic, ay yan, wala na po sa ating control kung nag-automatic na capital letters. Sa mga ilan sa oras na ito, nakapakikinig pa rin tayo ng maayos. Sa teachers po, employee ID. Sa principal po, sa supervisor po ba, employee ID or PRC ID?
Share din po namin yung aming slide deck para guided po kayo sa ilang part na hindi po natin na-capture lahat. Lalo na po doon sa ating rater and approving authority. We will be sharing you po right after our presentation. Thank you.
Ano po ang magiging standard na file name sa uploading IPCRF?
Hello Sir Kiko, nagsagot na rin po ako dito sa chat box. Ano po, wala po tayong standard na filing, pag-file ng ating EIPCRF. But para po madaling ma-identify, syempre po, ang magandang ipangalan natin ay yung name po ng ating teacher para po sa pag-upload natin. Kasi wala pong back uploading. So isa-isa po tayo mag-upload niyan. Maganda po ay yung pangalan po ni teacher. Kunyari po ay Jose de la Cruz. Tapos .xlsm, yung pong IPCRF natin. So wala pong ibinigay sa amin na standard for naming the file.
Sir Paul, may binabagit po dito tungkol sa ISA.
Mga ma'am and sir, relative po doon sa link for ISAT, we will be updating you po. Share na lang din po namin ang links through your PSTS. If there is an update, if the existing one is no longer applicable. Thank you.
Try po kami magsagot hanggang part 4 ng EIPCRF. Nagka-crash po yung file.
Try nyo pong i-download yung new version. Baka yan po, kasi di po ibinigay ng ahead yung link na yan na ang dami pong nag-download agad. So, i-try nyo po i-download yung bago po na ibinigay kong link dito po sa chat box natin. Yun po ang ating gamitin na file. I-discard nyo po yung mga nauna nyo pong i-download kasi yan po ay pinalitan po ng CO. Yun po.
Meron naman po tayong makikita rito sa ating chat box. Tungkol po sa MOVs, may instruction na po ba tungkol sa MOVs?
Mga kasama relatives to the certification from the ICT Coor, we will give you a separate na lang po siguro instruction through Ma'am Abby at ipipm na lang po, may GC naman po kayo. Salamat.
Wala pa po principal, sino magiging approving ng teacher?
Yan. Yun po ba teacher leader ay meron pong order or signed ni SDS? Kasi kung siya naman po ay memorandized ni SDS, pwede po siya.
Back-to-back po bang printing ng IPCRF? Instruction po ba tayo dito?
Ah,
So, wait po tayo ng further instructions po dito sa printing. But as soon as we get to know about this, we'll share this with you. Go through your PSTS. Wala po kami head teacher o IC po namin ay ang PSTS. Wala din po kami FT. Paano po kaya yung signatories? Hindi po mga mababalikan natin itong tungkol sa signatory pag walang head teacher o IC, PSTS, wala din FT. Paano po kaya yung signatories?
ay, bobo.
Okay. Yun pong tanong ng ating isang kasamahan mula po sa San Roque ES. Oops, wait lang. Los Baños, Poblacion. Ang nag-observe po sa aming MT ng CO1 at CO2 ay ang aming head teacher 3, teacher leader. Wala po kasi kaming principal sa ngayon. Siya din po ang aming rater na ilalagay po. School po. Yun pong teacher leader ay may papel po ba signed by the SDS? Wala.
For poblacion po ba yung message?
Ito po ba yung... Sino pong teacher leader niyo po, ma'am? Mama? Ito po ba yung ang OIC principal po natin ay si Ma'am Day? Tama po ba?
Opo.
ganito po, for consistency na lang po siguro ang nakikita ko dito. Ano po, yun ang isa sa consideration natin. Kasi kung si teacher leader na po yung nag-observe ng CO1 at CO2, therefore, siya na po yung magiging rater talaga natin. And then, kasi siya nag-observe, kung sino nag-observe, siya po ang rater. Then, ang approving, ito po ay master teacher ang tinutukoy. Ano po? Si OIC na which is ASDS din po. Ma'am, balikan kita mamaya. Natawagan mo ako ng personal para matulungan ka namin specifically. Thank you po. Kasi baka nga naman magkagulo-gulo pa kayo eh. Thank you po, ma'am. Sir.
May magkakaroon ng tanong dito tungkol sa date of review.
Balikan po natin yung memorandum para po guided po kayo, but even the school calendar. Thank you.
Ako, automatic capital letter po, tinatawag sa titin natin. Paano po kaya pag ang lumalabas ay email is not registered?
Ano po, nabanggit ko po kanina kapag po hindi kayo makapasok doon po sa ating URL for the uploading, ilalagay po ito doon po sa drive na ibibigay ko sa mga sa district ICT coordinators. Ano po, i-request po natin yan sa central office na ma-register po doon po sa system. Kasi meron pa rin pong ilan na hindi po na-register nila. So, ang advice nga po sa amin is i-report agad kung sino po itong mga school para po ma-register po agad. Thank you po.
Individual.
Teki ko may mga tanong dito, yung daw deadline ng uploading at mag-submit, tama ba? Uploading. May binigay po kami kanina, part po ng presentation as to the schedules po. Para guided tayo po.
Po sa tanong na individualized uploading ng IPCRF o group uploading.
As I mentioned po kanina, wala po tayong bulk uploading. Individual uploading po ang mangyayari. Ang mag-a-upload po again, mga school head po, together with the ICT coordinators. I-assist po ang ating mga school head. Ano po?
May format po ba, ma'am, na susundin po sa certification for the ICT cohort?
Ano po kayang certification, Sir Paul?
Part of MOEs. Through the certification of the ICT cohort, may file format po ba tayo susundin?
Sir Paul, parang wala pong certification na naibigay na template.
Ma'am Abby, siguro for uniformity and ano bang tawag dito, for format, yan. Ano na lang siguro tayo, mag-devise, paano yung naming siguro, para baka kasi minsan ilagay na buong pangalan ng kanilang paaralan. So at least kung pangalan lang, and then the remaining will be yung abbreviation or mga letters na lang.
Sige, parang file naming po, hindi format mismo ng template. Tama po ba? O template mismo ng certificate ang tinatanong sa atin.
Okay.
Kung file naming po, maganda po siguro ay Swan de la Cruz. Yun po, yung pinaka natin. File naming po, doon po sa ating magiging file for the uploading. Para po for madaling ma-identify. But doon sa certificate po, kung file name din po ba o template yata ang tinatanong nila, sir?
Mga tanong po natin tungkol sa date of review, ito binanggit ko kanina ni Sir Paul, ay balikan natin para malinawan tayo. Sa tanong po na itong tanong, deadline of uploading po ay July 1926 tayo sa 4A. And then, Ma'am Abel, may binanggit po kayo kanina, ano po, na all regions ay pwede pang maka-access August 3, tama po, Sir Paul?
That's right.
So,
August 3 to 14.
i-share ulit namin, sir, yung yung screen.
Makakasama yun kung ilang mga detalye. I-share din po namin sa inyo yung
Hello?
slide deck namin.
Hello?
Thank you, Ma'am Abel. August 3 to 14 pala. August 3 and 14. 3 to 14. Tungkol po naman doon sa IPCRF ng mga probationary kasi kailangan ng employee number.
Mga kasama, may existing probationary personnel pa po tayo na teacher sa field. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng PM na to. Tama po ba?
Opo. Opo.
Ganito po kasi ang repercussion yan eh. Kung required po talaga ang employee number, hindi po talaga siya ma-upload kung walang employee number. But for the purpose ng rating, kasi pwede niya rin po itong magamit in the future. Siguro po for school file and personal reference would be. Hindi nga lang po kasama sa ma-generate at mako-consolidate yung kanyang IPCR.
Our participants just uploaded a screenshot of schedule of uploading. Download para may kopya tayo personal. Ask na din po namin, hindi po bang may e-signature i-upload?
Wala po. Wala po. Hindi rin po mas-recognize yung atin pong e-signature for uploading po.
For the clarification po. Sir, yun pong pag-encode sa parts 1 to 4 ng EIPCRF ay mag-a-accomplish ay rating po.
Yes po.
Sir Paul. Sir Paul.
Adi. Ay, sir. Sorry.
Sir Paul. Good afternoon.
Yes po, sir.
May tanong lang ako. In case na yung school head ay nag-leave siya ng more than 6 months and ako yung tumatayo po IC, paano yung kanyang OPCRF? Ako ba ang magre-rate sa kanya? Sa teacher? Ako ang pipirma?
Yun pong time na nagkaroon po ng rating, kung wala po si principal dati, dahil nakalib nga po, kung sino po yung nakatalaga na OIC.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you.
Apo.
Sino po ASDS ang ilalagay ng approving authority?
Kung sino po ang nakakasakop sa kanilang sub-office, kasi may mga assignment po ang ating pong ASDS. pwede mangyari na ang rater at approving kapag siya ay proficient teacher at ang nag-observe sa kanya ay ang principal at syempre siya na rin po ang magiging approving authority kasi kung wala naman po master teacher. At ito ay nangyayari siguro sa mga maliliit na paaralan.
Kaugnay po ng petsa ng pag-upload. Sa case po ng uploading on the 26, halimbawa po, di nakakumpleto agad ng lahat sa isang school. Yung iba po ay pwede ng August 3, not necessarily na lahat po sa isang date lang. Ano po?
Ma'am Abby, kindly help po sa tanong na yun.
Sir Kiko, makikiulit nga po.
Po, Ma'am Ave, may nag-upload sa July 26. Tapos yung hindi na kumpleto ang pag-upload ay mga teachers na hindi pa nakatapos. Pwede po bang ang date ng mga kasunod na pag-upload ay August 3?
May schedule po ba na open ang system natin ng August 3? August 3, yes po. From August 3 to 14 po, open po ang system sa lahat ng region. So pwede po tayo doon po mag-continue. Kung hindi po makakatapos ng July 19 and July 26 for the schedule po of Region 4A. Pero mas maganda po matapos na natin ng July 19 and July 26. Kasi yung July 3 to 14, baka marami na po tayong kaagaw dito. Kasi open po siya sa lahat na ano na po yan, national na. Mahirap na po makapasok. Thank you po.
So, bibigyan din po rin ni Sir Paul kanina, ngayon, yung sagot niya kanina, narita paaralan, may 6 na teachers. Ang rater po namin ay yung ating head teacher 3, wala po ang principal at master teacher. Sino po ang aming approving authority?
Again, ang pamantayan natin doon, kung kayo po ay proficient teacher, malinaw naman po na ang approving authority ng proficient teacher ay principal. Yun pong head teacher 3, kung ito po ay elementary sa inyong paaralan, ito po ay may order coming from the SDS. So, he or she is performing the task of a school head. School head or principal.
Ulitin sa puntong ito ay ulitin po ni Ma'am Ave ang kanyang binanggit kanina. Sa hapon ito ay may hashtag sana. Sana may share ulit yung video about uploading ng IPCRF. Ave, ano ang ating sana? Bibigyan ba natin ng hashtag sana ngayong hapon?
Sir, actually, kayo na ko pa po na i-post yan sa chat box at ipinost ko na rin po sa GC ng mga District ICT Core ang lahat po ng materials na ginamit po natin for today orientation. And then, nag-send din po ako ng link para po lagyan natin ng mga email ad na may mga problema po. Lahat po ng mga DepEd email na may problem, doon po natin lahat ilalagay. Ano po? Na-send ko na po ba dito yung link? I-send ko po ulit dito sa chat box yung mga link po. Ano po? Para po madali po nating ma-access. And then you can coordinate din po sa atin pong mga district ICT coordinators. Thank you po.
Sana granted po ang sana. May ilan pong rows sa EIPCRF na optional. Is it okay po na leave it blank or not?
Based po doon sa video kanina, naka-blank lang po siya. Wala pong ginalaw. So, iba blank lang po. Ano po? Pwede nating balikan din ulit yung video. Ano po?
Parang kung natin po yung salitang optional.
Hello po. Sige po.
Sige po. Si Sir
Abby, good afternoon. Nalampasan lang po yung tanong ko kanina, Sir Pico.
Summary of the proficient and highly proficient teachers with
Kailan po ba? Permission to speak?
For the dashboard, you have here the number
of sige po, sir.
Regarding po sa in-office ng teacher, need po ba nila mag-attach ng hard copy o yung e-portfolio na lang? Sino po required na mag-attach po ng hard copies na kanilang in-office? Yung po bang outstanding performance lang or lahat po? Salamat.
Sir, doon po sa ating system, wala po doong nare-required for attachment ng M-Office, but hindi ko po alam kung may separate na instruction regarding po sa M-Office. Sir Paul?
Thank you po, Mama B. Thank you po, Mama B.
Sir Ray,
Yes, Sir Paul.
ang tanong po ay kung ilang MOBs, tama po ba?
No, sir. Regarding po sa MOBs, doon pa rin po ba sa e-portfolio sila mag-prepare or may hard copies po ba na isasubmit?
Okay po. Basically po, kung outstanding, alam po naman natin ang pamantayan kapag outstanding. Ano po, mostly kapag ang rating ay BS, hindi na natin masyadong yung pag-scrutinize ay hindi ganun kalalim, o hindi naman sa hindi ganun kalalim, pero appreciation natin kumpara doon sa outstanding. So para ma-justify natin kung talagang pang outstanding ay talagang kinakailangan ng attachment ng mga MOBs.
Thank you po, Sir Paul. Noted, sir. Thank you.
Ang sunod po tanong ay tungkol sa pagiging detailed ng teacher. Kung saan po ba siya nakaplantilla, doon po niya ipapasa ang file ng IPCRF.
Kung saan nakaplantilla, ang bilang niya kasi, tama naman, may point doon si teacher kung saan siya nakaplantilla. Pwede po siguro doon, pero make sure po na ang rater mo ay kung saan kang school naka-station. Yun po ang doon po. Hindi lang po mapapalitan. Kumbaga pwede kang isama sa uploading doon sa original kung saan ka naka-item, pero yun po approve yung rater mo ay kung sino po talaga yung nag-observe sa inyo.
Pwede po makahingi ng details ni Ma'am, Schools Division Superintendent para sa approving authority.
Ang gagamit lang po ng SDS, basically po ay sa SDO.
Kasi ang school head po ay, ang kanilang approving authority ay ASPS din po. Ano po?
Pag sa principal mo, bumibigay po kami. Pero sa GC na lang po, mga ma'am and sir. Salamat.
Nag-retire po si MP noong May 2023. Yung second CO ay principal na ang nag-observe. Sino na po ang rater at sino ang approving authority?
Parang naulit lang po yung tanongan ko. Balikan po ulit natin. Sino po ba yung in-observe? Siya po ba ay proficient teacher? Teachers 1 to 3 po ba? Kung ang nag-observe na po sa kanya ay ang principal, siya po yung rater. Ay dahil siya po ay proficient teacher, sino po ba ang nakatalagang approving authority? Si principal pa rin po, dahil po siya ay proficient teacher. Papasok po si ASTS as approving kapag siya po ay MP or PhD. Nag-leave ng...
Ito po sir po, nag-leave po siya noong September 2022. Ang return ay October 2023. Gagawa pa po ba siya ng IPCRF?
Ay palagay ko po wala po siyang performance. Wala na po. Kasi imagine, nagpasukan po tayo ng August at ang September ay kakasimula pa lamang po. Siya po ay nakadip. Tapos babalik pa po noong October 2023. Ay saan po siya kukuha ng performance? Affected po ang kanya bonus, definitely. Yun po, kasi wala po siyang performance. Dapat na mag-submit po siya ng performance, ibig sabihin po, siya po ay nag-perform. So, magkakaroon po siya ng entitlement for other benefits. But since wala naman po siyang pinerform due to his or her leave, ay wala po.
Resigned teacher, isang zero lang, resigned as May 16, 2023. Need po bang magpasa ng IPCRF? Resign na.
Resign na naman kasi siya, ma'am eh.
Resign.
At kung papasok po siya ng IPCRF, one observation. So, hindi siya mag-satisfy na dapat ay 2. I-note na lang yun. Hindi na siya iisama kasi resign na po siya. Hindi din po makukumpleto ang IPCR due to lacking po ng kanyang observation.
Ito naman po, Sir Paul, magre-resign. Nag-resign ng July 15, ilang araw pa lang. May 2 observations naman. Kailangan po bang mag-submit ng IPCRF?
Kompleto naman po niya ang kanyang observation. At within the school year. Kung mamarapatin po ay pwede naman po kung nakumpleto naman po ng bureau. Baka po magamit din niya sa susunod at baka po siya ibumalik, maisipan po ano po.
May po ng resignation, Sir Paul, ay this is for future, siguro, future purposes. Ay maka-apekto ba ito sa PPP? Kasi kung yung performance niya this school year, kasi makatatanggap ng PPP sometime in the future, paano kaya kapag nag-resign siya ay ang kanyang class of observation ay isa lang po?
Ganito na lang po mga kasama. I-force through na lang po natin yan sa ating. Paki-separate na lang po, tawagan na lang po namin kayo. Ano po?
Thank you. Isang tanong kanina na sa... Meron po kami yung teacher fourth quarter na pa-in. Paano po kaya ang IPCRF niya? Napain po, Sir Paul, ng last quarter. Paano po kaya ang kanyang IPCRF?
Observe po ba ng 2 beses? Kung na-observe naman po ng 2 beses, at meron po mga MOVs na mai-align doon po sa kanyang KRA, masasagot po natin. May nagtanong din dito, sabi po ay, hello po, teacher po ako, proficient teacher po. Ang rater ko po ay teacher in charge po with designation galing po. Sino po ang approving authority? Yes po. Again, kung ito po ay may designation galing sa division office, sign po ng SDS, siya po ang rater, siya din po ang magiging approving authority.
Bago po i-upload yung IPCRF, ay dapat may sign na ng ASP. Because ito po ay sa school head at sa MD. Paano binagit yung mga abi kanina ito po sa signature? Ano po mga abi?
Sa e-signature po, sir, hindi po natin i-include ang e-signature pag-upload.
Okay.
Yun nga lang po, ano po ang ating stand, kung i-upload na po ba kahit hindi pa po siya napipirmahan ng ating mga dito po sa ating top management. Kasi baka malate naman sila sa pag-upload po kung aantayin pang mapirmahan. Or pwede na nilang i-upload ito sa ating system.
Yun po, tama po yun, ano? mga kasama. Kasi kung para ma-check din po natin kung reliability ng IPCRF to be uploaded, as much as possible po siguro kung sila po ay empty na dapat po ang approving authority ay ang ating mga ASTS, the soonest possible po ay makapag-submit po kayo talaga at nang makita natin kung para pag nag-upload po kayo at nag-encode po doon sa system ay tama po talaga at nag-agree po, lalo po ito, papasok po kasi dito yung tanong din po ng sir kanina paano yung mga pang-outstanding. So kung ito po ay sinang-ayunan, in-approve po ng ating approving authority, so hindi na po tayo mangangamba kahit ito po ay ma-encode na natin at ma-upload. Dahil sinang-ayunan po ito at pinirmahan po ng ating approving authority.
Kung meron pa kaya tayo na marami po sa ating mga tanong ay magkakatulad, magkakawig, magkakawig. Meron pa po tayo dapat bigyang pansin ay ulit na lamang po at baka nalimat sa aming mata. Ayan, ito po tanong ay
ulit-ulit yung double na natotong head.
pati pa rin sa early retirement. Complete observation. Sasubmit pa rin po kaya ng IPCRF ng early retirement service. And complete naman ang observation.
Kung siya po ay kumpleto ang requirements, na-suffice naman po niya yung mga MOPs, entitled naman po para doon sa IPCRF, isama po natin siya.
Nasagot po kanina itong tungkol sa paaralan with 6 teachers. Rater po namin ay ang aming head teacher 3. Wala po kaming principal at master teacher. Sino po ang aming approving student? Yan, nasagot po ito kanina, sir po. Sige po, akin po muling tugunin.
Yeah, I think nasagot na natin. Provided po na yun po nag-observe ay mayroon po order, designation order po from our SDS. So siya po yung rater, siya rin po ang approving authority kapag ang tinutukoy po natin dito ay ang provision issues.
Sige po, dito po sa tanong tungkol sa day July 26 and August 3, ano po na mahalagang-mahalaga para sa atin. Sige po, pakinggan natin si Sir Paul. Kung anong ang advice na ibibigay sa atin.
Sorry po, nakamute pala. Para po makaabot tayo sa deadline, lalo na ito pong ang ating po mga approving authority, ay ang ating po ASDS. Kung titingnan po natin sa ating timeline na nakalagay po sa all regions from July 17 to July 24 to 25. Advantage kung sa mga date na nabanggit ko na 17 to 18 ay nakapag-submit kayo. Pero sa tingin ko ay imposible po ito, tama po. So, maaari na July 24 to 25, hopefully, ay makapagpa-approve po kayo sa ating ASTS. Kung magkagayon, pwede po natin i-avail o maka-access sa schedule na July 19 to July 26. Sir, paano po kung hindi? Sa mga panahon na ang Visayas region ang nagkakaroon ng uploading sa ating system, July 20 hanggang 27, ito siguro ang pinakang mainam na panahon para magawan ninyo ng paraan na makapagpa-approve ng inyong IPCRF. Subukan natin hanggang July 28 so that yung all regions, sana naman po wag nating abutin yung panghuling linggo ng August sa July, sa second week ng August. Bago po maghuling 5 araw, sana ay tapos na at makapag-upload po kayo. Kasi syempre, kung ito po ay buong paaralan, para hindi po maapektuhan, ay makahabol po kayo at hindi kayo mapasabay doon sa karamihan. At alam naman po natin ang sitwasyon, napakadaming traffic niyan dahil buong region po ang schedule na ito. Ganito po. Na-promote as MT ng June or July?
July 3 po.
Okay. July 3. At lumipat na paaralan. Na-observe mo ba siya ng 2 beses na CO? O natapos na po niya ang 2 CO bago po siya mapalipat? Kung napalipat na po siya na 2 ang CO niya, bago po siya mapalipat na 2 ang CO niya, as teacher 3, tama ba Sir Kiko?
Opo, as teacher.
Ay di po siya, sa proficient na po siya. Kasi imposible po yung nilipatan niya ay agad-agad siyang biligyan ng mga loan. Ganun po ba? Kasi kung July
3.
Yun po ang nakikita ko dito. Baka bago po kasi siya lumipat, ay na siya, na-observe na siya ng 2 beses doon sa isa.
Po, ang mga tungkol sa signature, parang kung sa signature ay nabigyan din na po kanina ni Ma'am Alvin. So far, copy natin accomplish ito para hanggang July 26 ay may na natin. Although meron pa naman tayong remaining days kung sakali kakapasin tayo ng oras until the 26th of July ay maka-accomplish pa rin tayo. Specifically sa mga ang ating approved authority ay ASES. Maglalagay po ngayon ng link for the attendance ang ating Sir Paul dito sa ating chat box. So, time check po tayo, 3:36, 862 tayo ngayon. Link for the attendance is already posted in the chat box.
Mga kasama, gaya po na nabanggit kanina, bago po tayo mag-upload, lalo na po sa master teacher, maganda po na napaverify at napirmahan po talaga ng ating PSTS. Sa gayon, nakita po natin ang authenticity noon pong rating na in-upload po natin doon sa ating system.
Pero kung may pakikita natin dito ay dala ang movies kung ito ay outstanding, ano po, para ma-verify at ma-validate.
Again, papasok po ulit yung concern kanina ng ating isang kasamahan na punong guro na magpapasa tayo ng ating IPCR, lalo na ang mga MT, be it BS or outstanding, including your portfolio as your MOU po. Thank you.
Meron pa po tayong mga iakap po ng mga tanong. Pwede po tayong mag-message via email or through direct messages sa ating IT officer kung sabi ng Bento or sa ating SEPS or the HRD circle or sa ating PPST Dr. Nazareth B. Advent. It was a very engaging discussion, meeting our 857 very active and very highly focused participants in today's engagement is an experience. Sa panahon tayo ay nakatapos na sa school year rights at ina-accomplish naman natin, ginagampanan natin ang ating tungkulin sa pangalawa sa mga stages o phases ng performance management cycle na performance management ay mas magiging assertive tayo kasi ina-assess na natin ang naging performance natin for the last 10 months. So asahan po natin after nitong accomplishment ng IPCRF, EIPCRF, ang mga pakinabang na makukuha natin sa papel na ito, which is a reflection of our performance for the school year 2022-2023. So, nagpapasalamat tayo sa ating mga public school district supervisors, magandang hapon po sa ating mga school heads, nakasama, magandang hapon po sa mga, alam natin, tutok sa iba't ibang gawain din ang ating mga school heads. So, po, may mga lumalawak sa mga equally important face-to-face activities. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga daluguro na gabay ng ating mga proficient teachers sa pagiging mas mahusay na mga guro. Sa mga kasamahan nating Division School ICT Coordinator, maraming salamat sa paggabay at sa tulong sa ating mga kasamahan. Sa mga kasamahan nating Education Program Specialist, the Alternative Learning System dito sa School Division Office of Laguna, magandang hapon po, maraming salamat sa inyo. Siyempre, pagkilala, pasasalamat sa mga members of the Technical Working Group, sa mga angels natin, mga Sir Paul. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyo, sa TWG, sa ating chief in the SGOD, Dr. Darwin Talampayan. Maraming salamat po, Sir Darwin, sa ating supervisor, Sir Aret. Maraming salamat po. And Mang Abe, sa PWG, maraming salamat po. Sir MJ, Sir Bon, Sir Fen, sa mga kasamang angels ng Abe from all over the maraming salamat po. At asahan po natin ang bukas palad pagtanggap ng mga tanong at sisikapin natin matugon sa lalong madaling panahon given the multitude of tasks na piniperform natin sa oras at sa araw na ito at sa mga darating pa. May God give us the strength to fulfill all our duties and accomplish our tasks. Sa ating full-time management, sa SDS Dr. Ed, Youth Ematitino, SDSS, Ma'am P. Katangay, Dr. Lane Rilasata, Dr. Darwin Talambay, Dr. Orlando Valverde, Ma'am Angel Ladina, maraming salamat po. It was a very productive day. Again, this is our division virtual orientation on DepEd Memorandum number 86/2023. The multi-year RPMP's guidelines on IPCRF data collection and consolidation. Maraming salamat.